And we'll be back to check the tail of the tape and to meet the fighters right after this.
England, at 26 years old, Don Wilson is becoming one of the older legends. He's 34 years old. I don't think that it gives England an advantage.
And right now, let's meet the fighters officially with ring announcer Alan Tour.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another bout in the International Kickboxing Series. Your contestants in the blue corner, 26 years of age, standing 6 foot tall, weighing 180 pounds. This gentleman is undefeated with a 15-0 record, 10 big knockouts. All the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico, let's welcome Carl Englund. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, 34 years of age, standing 6 foot tall. He weighs 180 pounds. With a record of 58 wins, just 4 defeats, 2 draws, 39 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed world champion from Hollywood, California, the Dragon, Don Wilson. 9 rounds, light heavyweights.
Don Wilson, one of the great fan favorites. Carl Englund from Albuquerque, formerly from Saginaw, Michigan. He loves fighting at sea level. When you come from Albuquerque with those mountains and you're training in the thinner air, you get a little more endurance when you come down to sea level.
Well, if he can stay away from Don Wilson, at least he'll have the energy and the endurance to stay in there for a while. You know, he took this on a last-minute fight. It was only 1 day ago before coming here, and he was totally unexpected stepping in the ring with Don Wilson. He's a game fighter, though. He comes out of Mel Chavez's camp. Mel Chavez trains about 50 great fighters that fight all over the world.
And we're underway for round 1 of a scheduled 7-rounder. This is not a championship fight. Don Wilson is the undisputed light heavyweight world champion. Englund in the short pass.
You can tell that Carl Englund is backing away. He's already anticipating Don Wilson. He's heard about the kicks, not knowing that Don Wilson usually comes out and just pity pats, taps a little bit, throws those kicks up to intimidate a fighter, but he always hits with a strong heel kick. And that's what we're looking for right there.
Wilson takes a pinning back fist and some quick shots from Englund. And Wilson says his strategy is to be the Rodney Dangerfield of the ring. Get no respect, rock his opponent to sleep, and then rock him out later in the fight. Many times, Wilson will not go full force with his shots. He'll lull him to sleep and then find an opening and put him away, both with a leg or a fist.
Don Wilson is one of those incredible type fighters. The more that you hit him, the more he's going to hit you back. If you play easy with him, he'll just intimidate you.
That's Wilson with the long gi pants, and you can see the full ring and how they feel each other out here in the first round. Carl Englund counting. He's 15-0. All 10 of his knockouts have been by punches. He's 26, in the martial arts and kickboxing for 10 years.
Step back.
Former Marine. He told you he was wounded in Lebanon, also in the Grenada invasion. Now he's a computer operator when he is not kickboxing. He's an angle fighter, finishes hard, very aggressive. Don Wilson says he wants to win with his IQ. That's just a slip.
Just a slip, but he's leaning back when he moved in with the kick.
So round 1 concludes with a 7-round light heavyweight fight. Round 2 begins. The scheduled 7-rounder, Don Wilson, in the long gi pants, world champion, against Carl Englund, who took the fight on short notice. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico, as you mentioned, out of Mel Chavez camp.
That's not the front of the leg.
Got to be the side of the thigh for those leg kicks.
You're not allowed to kick across the front. Bone to bone is not allowed.
No minimum amount of kicks for this fight. Wilson, devastating side kick. He uses that for a jab, saves his hand.
It allows him to charge in. He puts his entire body behind it. And normally he can put himself in a position where he can follow up with his hands.
Minute 15 to go in the second round. Don Wilson, since he last fought, is married to Elizabeth Ann. They have a baby due this fall. Proud daddy. wants to win his 59th professional kickboxing bout. Big right. Englund fairly stunned by it. Tries to come in. Got a little careless. Left himself open again. 40 seconds to go in the second round.
Carl Englund is giving himself away with two different moves. Not only is he loading up as he gets ready to do a swinging kick, that roundhouse kick that comes around trying to hit Don Wilson's leg, he's also giving himself away with his eyes. He's looking to where he's going to place his hands. He's very intimidated by Don Wilson. I would be too.
The reputation or what he's seen in the ring so far with 15 seconds to go in the second round. Did his reputation have a lot to do with it?
Reputation would have a lot to do with it. A good solid fighter would steady into motion in the ring at this particular time. The intimidation would far pass after the first very few moments of the round. But in this instance, it's going to hang with him every round.
26-year-old kickboxer, 10th ranked light heavyweight against the world champion Don Wilson in a non-title bout. Well, right now, how do you think Wilson's feeling with that dislocated thumb that had the 2 pins in it and the broken hand? Does he have confidence in it yet?
No, I think he's feeling a little frustrated because he's fighting a fighter that's very awkward. He's using his legs quite a bit more, and he's still balancing his hand techniques. He's not hitting with power with both hands.
Englund on a slip. Minute and a half to go in the third round. Again, missing on a spinning back fist is Carl Englund. Wilson will never be let loose for one of those. He's not going to hang around there.
Well, Don has to keep using his legs here. It's the only way to show the techniques of what he has. He'll hit with power, and as you can see, even in this round, he's hitting every technique substantially more powerful than he was in the last round.
Somebody once asked Don Wilson, how many kicks can you do in a second? Can you do 8 like Wallace, the champion speed kicker, ever did? He said, I just do it fast enough to kick him in the face. That's all I have to do. I don't worry about a stopwatch.
Interesting, Don told me that when he trains for a fight, he goes out and trains what is called point karate, where he just practices with flexibility, throwing the leg up, throwing it up with speed and power, which he uses for intimidation, but he doesn't really try and hit every time. He builds his pace and his power through each round. 30 seconds to go in the third round. That time Wilson waited for the spinning back fist and blocked it with his arm. Good shot from up top. Almost like a diagram as this fight unravels. 15 seconds to go in the round. Don Wilson still really fighting his type of fight, though. Checking out his opponent. Good left that time as round 3 ends. A light heavyweight bout between world champion Don Wilson and Carl Englund. 15-0 with 10 knockouts, none by kicks. Englund looking to get his first loss. Wilson, one of the great technicians in the sport, and most deceptively powerful, too. Most of the kicks that Don uses, he either steps up, which is a step-up side kick, or he steps into, which is a crossing step kick. That penetrates the power into his opponent. If the opponent moves back, he's right there, ready to fight again.
I've seen fewer and fewer kicks as this fight moves on by Carl Englund. Englund's not going to go closer to Don Wilson. Loads up for a big overhand right. Tries to follow with a kick. Wilson blocked that.
Wilson knows he's coming after him.
Going for the knockout, but you know Wilson is smart. You're not going to catch him twice. It's almost as if he anticipated exactly what Englund was going to do. Here's another example defensively. He ties him up with 45 seconds to go in the fourth round.
Schlesinger breaks him up, get him out to the center of the ring. Donald step back and again use that very powerful heel kick coming from the hip.
Boy, when you use that hip, that pivot really adds power to it with less effort, doesn't it?
Well, that's true, but he's got to keep where he's been getting hit from the left side of the face. He's got to keep that to the backside, relax, keep his guard up. He's uptight because he's fighting an awkward fighter. It makes it very difficult. You put a great fighter in the ring, Don Wilson is going to be very comfortable and relaxed. This is where the champions come from. They have to learn the ring experience, but at the same time, the champion has to be the winner all the time. So you never know what can happen.
Round 4 concludes round 5 of a scheduled 7-rounder. Light heavyweight, Don Wilson, the world champ, in a non-title fight against Carl Englund, who took the fight on short notice. Now let's see if Don Wilson will start adding more power to those punches. He's lulled many opponents to sleep.
Go, baby, come on.
Frank, you talk about combos. Which would be the most effective against a guy like Englund, who's very awkward in his style?
Well, Don's moving in every direction the way that he should. He's connecting with a heel kick to the midsection every time. That's where Englund is open. He needs to continue the flow and hit him with a midsection punch and then go for the head.
Minute 10 to go in the 5th round. Wilson buckled into that leg kick. Let's check that left leg of Englund. Still has some spring to it. Now Wilson looking for the spots to land the opening. He gets scored. That front kick puts him into the rope. 45 seconds to go in the 5th round.
He's going to take the full count. It knocked the wind out of him.
Don Wilson, it's like unwrapping a packet.
All right, Don knows that he wants to be aggressive. He has to be aggressive. He's got to follow up. He's got to take this man out.
Tough Marine, former Marine, Carl Englund. Wounded in Lebanon, got the Purple Heart. Fighting valiantly against the champion tonight. The champ starting to turn it on here in the 5th round with 15 seconds to go. Now Wilson's eyes getting that fiery competitor look. He wants to top right and good luck. That's it. Don Wilson, a 6th round knockout of Carl Englund, his 59th win. Carl Englund okay. Dr. Fields checking him out. Al Chavez checking. And you could see the fire in Don Wilson's eyes as that 6th round progressed. Let's get the official word on Don Wilson's victory from Allen Tour.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute, 58 seconds of the 5th round. The winner by knockout, the undisputed champion, Don the Dragon Wilson.
Well,
How about a nice round of applause for this game contender, Carl Englund, ladies and gentlemen.